is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to continue working on our 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. And as you've seen in the previous video, we finally started ripping into this thing, mainly on the interior. That way we can just assess some of these damages. I gotta say, we got some pretty crazy damages and we haven't even got started yet. And we found out that this thing actually runs nice and smooth. All the fluids are good, along with some ice cold AC, which means our AC system is good as well. But ever since we got this thing running, all we've been really wanting to do is actually drive this thing. But we are far from it because I believe we got some pretty crazy suspension damage on all four corners. And that's exactly what we're gonna get started with. We're gonna lift this sucker up on some quick jacks, pop off all four wheels, and just see what's going on. All right, so we went ahead and popped off all four wheels and tires, and right off the bat, we noticed that we do got some good tires here. Two of these are actually holding air, but two of them like popped off the bead, but we didn't notice any crazy holes or anything like that. But these are some high quality tires actually. These are some Pirelli Scorpions all-season tires, and they're practically brand new. And I see run flat on the side. I really don't know what that means, but I'm guessing if they pop or something on you, you can still drive on them. Is that what that means?
Dude, that's pretty crazy. We may have to test that out. I mean, we don't even have to put air in these tires. Heck, you just run them like that.
Hey, run them flat. But as far as the wheels go, they're pretty bad. Every single one of them is pretty badly damaged. You got either a severe scratch or one of the wheels is bent or something like that. Ooh, look at that one, dude. That is nasty, dude.
They're like missing big chunks in every single wheel, which is insane.
Yeah, that one just got some serious road rash right there, and I think that's just beyond repair. As for this one, this may be the best one right here.
Dude, flip it the other way and
is there some damage on the back end of it? Oh yeah, dude, I don't know if you could fix that. There actually is some people that could probably straighten these wheels, but I don't know if we want to spend the time. And these wheels, are you a big fan of these wheels?
They don't really look that great.
They're not bad.
They're all right, you know what I mean? But I've seen some nice wheels on these Trackhawks, and it looks super good. We may even go bigger wheels, like 22s or 24s, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. If we can't find like an aggressive set in 20s where we can reuse these tires, we'll just go ahead and end up buying some bigger wheels and some bigger tires, I guess. But anyways, that's it for their wheel setup that we have right now. Let's move on to the suspension damage that we got. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our worst suspension damage, and that's gonna be our passenger front. Let's go ahead and squat right down and see what's going on in here. So right off the bat, the very first thing that I noticed is this SRT on this knuckle, which I'm guessing this is just like a beefed up knuckle for SRT and the Trackhawk. And luckily this is not damaged because it looks like an expensive piece, probably just because of the SRT logo on it or whatnot. But as far as the damages go, we do got a bent tie rod right here. The inner and the outer tie rod is probably gonna have to be replaced, but that should be pretty dang easy. And also, I believe our lower control arm is actually broken or cracked. It's not bent or anything. This little bracket right here on the end is actually like broken off. So I don't know if we'll be able to repair that or not because it is aluminum, but we're definitely gonna look into the prices on that. Hopefully that's not too crazy. And there is one more damage that I'm seeing, and it's actually our drive shaft. Zoom in on that boot right there. You can tell that it's twisted and it may be popped out of the socket. So hopefully it's not damaged inside the differential right there or anything like that.
Hopefully we can just put it back together and just snap it back in, you know?
Exactly, man. Hopefully. So that looks pretty much it. Like all the damages other than this cooler right here. You see this cooler, it's just hanging. I'm guessing we just need to get the bracket for it. But that's the supercharger cooler. There's a cooler on the left and the right side. Is there a cooler in the middle as well?
I don't know, dude. I really don't know.
Forgot.
I can't wait to take off this front bumper, but dude, this is probably going to be the worst suspension damage right here because we're probably going to have to completely take all this stuff apart.
Exactly. Yeah, this will definitely completely come off. But that's going to be real fun. But look at that right there. Look at that pump right there. Is that the supercharger pump or the hydro assist steering?
That looks like the supercharger pump because it almost looks like the Hellcat one. You know what I mean? It sits in the same spot too.
Yeah, we're going to have to look into that if this thing has hydro assist or not. But anyways, that's all the damages for this area. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
All right, so this is actually our least damaged suspension here. It almost looks like nothing is wrong with it. It looks all straight, but it's actually slightly turned to the left a little bit. And we actually looked through all these bars. I don't know what these are called. either control arms or tie rod or camber bars. But I did feel a little slight bend on this black bar right here, this very back one. So I'm thinking it actually hit up against the sway bar whenever it just like flipped or rolled over or something like that, and just put a slight bend on it, which we probably can straighten out. But honestly, we can just throw a wheel on this sucker and it'll still be able to roll around, because you know, it's really not that bad. So this side we're probably not going to worry about too much. We're definitely going to order that rear bar. But as for this other back end over here, suspension side, it's basically the same exact damage as over there, but a lot worse. And as that bar I was talking about, dude, look at that, dude. That thing is just turned all the way down, and this thing looks like it has some rear wheel steer or something, because it's just turning completely left. So I'm guessing that's the only damage over here, because all these other bars look fairly good, even the drive shafts on both sides, so we should be good, dude.
Dude,
so
look at that beefy lower control arm, dude.
I'm telling you, dude, there's some crazy beef, and the way these shocks and the springs are set up, they're all like turned towards the back, you know what I mean? Like you can almost jump with this thing or something, dude, which is pretty crazy. I wonder how well this thing does on off-road. Does it have an off-road function? I mean, it does have snow.
It's got a snow mode, but I don't know about off-road.
We may have to put a mud mode on there or something like that.
Well, and put some boggers on it.
Yeah, but that's about it for this rear suspension. Let's go ahead and move on to our last piece of suspension up front.
Looks like it's crazy damaged.
Yeah,
but
it looked like it was crazy damaged when we first got it, because the wheel is completely turned. But honestly, everything looks like it's in some really good shape. And the only reason why it's so badly turned, let me see if I can turn this thing, dude. Check that. Wait, what is this? The tie rod, dude. The tie rod is just completely, almost looks like it's about to bend in half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna definitely have to change our outer and inner tie rod on this side, but that's pretty much it for all of our suspension. Everything else, dude, looks a lot better than we expected.
Yeah, dude, we're looking pretty low on that parts list on the suspensions, which is always a good thing.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially if we don't have to order these knuckles and control arms, or we may have to order that one lower one over there.
Oh yeah, that lower one. I think, what's your guess on it? I'm thinking like 250.
Hey, it might even be 1,000. I don't know, because it's like some thick
that.
Aluminum. You know what I mean?
Don't say that.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, good thing is these shocks are not damaged right here, because them suckers are expensive and you got to back order them or whatever.
Crazy, man. What if we did like some air ride suspension on this thing, or these are just way better for like track and all that good stuff?
This is what you want right here.
Oh yeah, definitely. But right now, what do you say we do?
Parts list.
Let's just go ahead and grab our list, write all the suspension parts down first, you know, because we definitely need this sucker to be moved around, because man, we need to work on this. We need to start tearing this whole entire side down right here, and we're probably going to do that in our garage. So let's just go ahead and write a few things down and we'll go from there. Man, we got this thing straight as possible, dude. Check that out, dude. We don't even need a new one after this, dude.
That one, hey, that one right there is almost OEM, straighter than an arrow right there.
Oh yeah, dude. We actually had to put some heat to it to straighten it out, because it's made out of some tough metal. But before we did this, we actually called around to a few parts stores, and they only had the regular Grand Cherokee ones. I'm sure the Trackhawk one's probably a lot beefier and different. Yeah. So definitely going to be a dealership part here. But for now, dude, this is just going to make us
sit straight
right now. So if we can do the exact same thing to the other side, we'll be good, dude.
We could actually drive this thing, and we really need to get it inside the garage, because I believe it's going to rain here soon.
Yeah, we're getting some bad weather coming up, and we got some busted windows all the way around. So let's just go ahead and throw this one on and see if we can straighten out the rest of the suspension. All right, so it is actually the next day, but we did end up straightening out all of our suspension on the front and the rear as best as possible. And it did start raining on us last night, so we had to cover this thing up. But anyways, it is time to start throwing on all 4 of our wheels and tires. But before we do so, as you know, we have 2 wheels that are actually holding air and 2 that are actually not. And the reason why this one's not holding air is there's a bunch of dirt and rocks stuck in the bead. And also we found out that there's actually a screw in the tire right here. So we're gonna definitely have to get that fixed. We may even run to the tire shop to pop this bead off, clean it up, and it should be good to go. But as for this wheel and tire over here, there is a pretty decent sized bend right here, and I'm sure that's where all the air actually escapes. So if this ain't possible to fix, we're probably just gonna go ahead and use our $1,000 spare and throw it on here. But let's just go ahead and see what we can do and throw all these wheels on. All right, so we are back from the tire shop, and surprisingly, we got both of these tires to hold air. As for this bent wheel, we did have to apply a lot of heat, and we just straightened it out as best as possible. It even started cracking a little bit there, so we had to stop, and we just threw some bead sealer there, and this sucker is good to go. As for that one, we did have to just clean up all that dirt. We threw some bead sealer on it as well, just to be on the safe side, and we plugged that hole, and now we're ready to throw these suckers on and see if that thing will drive. All right, so we finally got all 4 wheels on the Trackhawk. Everything seems to be straight, so I think we're ready to drop this thing down and see if it drives, dude. I think we should probably put it in drive while it's on the lift to see if anything is like binding or anything like that.
Oh yeah, because that axle shaft on that side is slightly damaged. What if it like starts making some sort of weird grinding
or
noise?
It may be completely broke. What if it just don't spin at all?
I wonder if like traction control is gonna kick in or something. I guess there's only one way to find out, really, you know?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start this sucker up.
You got the key on you?
I sure do.
Go ahead and double click it, man, and let her warm up. You got her hidden somewhere in there?
Hit her in my pocket. We'll start up.
Is the battery dead? You gotta hit the lock and then double click. Maybe the battery died. Oh, this door is open right here.
Go ahead and hit her now. And door's probably not. Dang, you just fixed it.
I just fixed it right there.
There she goes.
She's going, she's going. Dude, that's so awesome right there, but let her warm up a little bit and then I guess we're gonna put her in drive. All right, so here it goes, moment of truth. I say you hold the brake for now. Go ahead and hold the brake and put it in drive. Now I'm just gonna I'm mainly gonna focus on this front wheel over here where that axle shaft is damaged, so. I'm gonna get them both in one shot. All right, let her go. Oh, snap. Yeah, everything is, I haven't seen that side yet, but this side seems to be good, not making too much noises. Let me go on to this side. These are spinning too. Careful now.
I hear something on that side. Go on that side.
I think it's the brake rotors. Or that actually may be the axle shaft.
Yeah, it sounds like the axle shaft.
But I think we're good to drive this thing like really carefully.
Ooh. That was weird. Well, I think
happened?
we should go ahead and put it in launch control, honestly.
Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing. Go ahead, hit that launch button and launch it in midair.
That thing don't even light up. It's so messed up in here.
But do you think it's time to drop this thing?
Yeah, let's go ahead and drop it and see if we can at least go forward and backwards on this thing.
All right, so we're actually gonna do it one more time just to double check everything on all 4 corners. So go ahead. Gonna let her rip a little bit and then put her in drive. Cause I seen that this cooler over here might have been rubbing up against something. That kind of sounds like brake rotors to me. Let me go, I'm gonna take the camera underneath, so be real careful. All right, let her rip a little bit. Keep going. Oh snap, dude, our rotor.
You didn't even look at that?
It just now happened though. But also our, man, that sucks because we may have to end up repainting them, but
No way, dude.
it's not like crazy.
You let it happen?
I let it happen, man.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, because that wheel is super close against that rotor, ain't it?
It's just these.
Oh, it's the weight. Dang, dude, I should have seen that, dude. We've done this before, man.
I know, but I mean, it's not really a big deal. It just did a little scratch. We may even repaint that if we can get the right color, you know what I mean?
Or just touch it up because, yeah, it just kind of just scuffed it right there.
Or go all new color, you know what I mean?
What color would look good? Those yellows.
I know,
look
dude,
really
the yellow
good.
looks really good, but not a big deal. Let's just go ahead, what, drop it on all 4s now?
Let's peel those weights off first.
Oh yeah, let's peel them suckers off.
So it doesn't do any more damage.
Oh yeah, so let's go ahead and peel them off and then drop this thing. See what she does.
Go ahead, start her up. Do some turns and some throttle twisties. Dude, this is gonna be epic.
Turn good?
Yeah, let me check if it clears everything. It'll look real good this time. Clears everything on that side. This is the damaged side over here. Dude, we're golden. We are golden, dude.
All right, let's send it.
Come on. Put her in drive. Dude, we're moving.
Oh, good.
Launch her.
Dude, we are good, man.
Dude, that is awesome. I know you're tempted to just hit that throttle.
I'm tempted to just go around the block.
You want to do it?
I think maybe we should just send it a little bit.
Just go up the driveway or something. Do a little launch for me. Might as well. It's already halfway damaged. He's actually gonna do it. He's actually gonna do it. This is gonna be some sick stuff right here.
One axle shaft is a little bit, but...
Oh man. Hey man, only full sends here. No half senders. Don't do nothing crazy. We don't want to break it.
Pretty sure.
It's already broken though. That sounded crazy. But I gotta say, that was pretty dang sick right there, dude.
Took off and I barely launched it, man.
Dude, but that was kind of a full send right there.
Yeah, that axle shaft, you can definitely hear it. It's actually like popping or something like that. I'm pretty sure like the bearings
The
or whatever.
joint
The joints in there are probably like broken or something like that. But dude, this thing sounds good when it takes off, man. Now that it's warmed up, I'm gonna give it a little bit more revs.
Dude, give me some revs, yeah.
Dude, you know what this thing needs?
What's it need?
This thing needs to be opened up front over there, man.
I think we're gonna do it. We're definitely gonna
open her up a little bit because you can. We need it louder, way louder.
You gonna launch her in reverse? No, I'm just kidding. No, don't do it. I think it's enough launching, man. That was already kind of crazy, but let's go ahead and pull her in. Everything working on the inside, the reverse camera and all that stuff?
Yeah, the side mirrors like tilt down for some reason, and it kind of sucks. Like they automatically go down, you know, look at that. You can't really like see, like you have to like go like this, which is pretty crazy.
But I guess since you got that reverse camera, dang.
Yeah, that sucker works. Check that out. And it has that little strip in the middle for like a towing, you know, and stuff like that. We don't have the tow package on here, but it does say tow on this little knob right here.
So it's got the tow mode. This transmission can tow up to like 7,000 pounds, so that's good for our boat, I think.
Oh yeah, we need to haul our boat with it, but we do need a, should we go with the OEM, like tow package in the back?
Thing?
Yeah, something like that.
Might have to, but we'll figure that out later. Let's go.
That's when we're done with this thing.
Yeah, we're getting way ahead of ourselves launching this thing and stuff.
I'll launch it again.
Don't do it. That's enough, man. Dang, dude, I can't believe this thing is actually driving after a full rollover.
Did you say launch it?
No. All right, so we finally got this thing driving and we went ahead and parked it right here in the garage where we're gonna tear the rest of this thing apart. Probably the front end here. Hopefully there's no crazy hidden damages here, but you're probably gonna have to find out in the next video. And we're actually gonna call in V-Tune before we start tearing this thing apart. That way he could actually see how the wreck occurred. That way once we get to the framework, he could pull it out the exact same way that it got pushed in. But you're not gonna wanna miss out on anything because this build is gonna be absolutely epic. So make sure your post notifications are on. And if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. And also guys, I do wanna mention that we do got some brand new t-shirts on the website. This is our new Dang Son t-shirts right here in the 3D effect. And also you got the Goon Squad right there. This is our newest design. There's not very many of them, so if you want to help support your boys, be sure to visit goonzquad.com and copy one. But with all that being said, thank you guys for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below and stay tuned for some more awesomeness, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.